Hey everyone, NitNet here coming at you with another Marvel's Avengers video where I tell you everything you need to know about the Marvel's Avengers game. Today, we're resuming where we left off with San Diego Comic-Con, the gameplay, and finally, the Heroes Weeks. Today, we're picking up at New York Comic-Con. After Thor Week, it went immediately to New York Comic-Con. We knew a big reveal was to come because social medias were posting the Avengers booth with a character hidden behind a red curtain. At New York Comic Con, we got a Kamala Khan trailer. Kamala Khan, Miss Marvel, will officially join Iron Man, Thor, Black Widow, Hulk, and Captain America as a playable character in an original Avengers story. She's a mega Avengers fangirl who knows them better than she knows herself. With extraordinary polymorphic powers, her optimism is matched with her ability to pack a colossal punch. She is voiced by Sandra Saad, and her parents are probably going to be in the game because in the gameplay trailer, she mentions Abu, which is the Urdu way of saying father. In the trailer, we realize the voice behind all prior trailers was Kamala's. We see Kamala's combat and traversal gameplay. AIM sees Inhumans as monsters. That's a supposed cure. Kamala tries reassembling the Avengers. She hacks into AIM's servers to find proof that the Avengers were framed. Kamala gets Bruce on her side first. We see by the trailer. She has some interesting traversal mechanics. After that, she had a spotlight week on social media, just like the other playable Avengers, right after New York Comic Con ended. In an interview, Sandra Saad said that her ranged polymorphic ability, in particular, allows her to grab and manipulate enemies by moving them around in every dimension. Her unique abilities allow her to fling enemies high into the air, toss them over her head, or direct them into other enemies, all from a great distance. You can make use of her iconic Embiggen ability, which can be activated at any time. Lovingly dubbed Mini Embiggen, this allows Miss Marvel to automatically dodge incoming attacks, counter enemy attacks with precision timing, and seamlessly increase her attack reach and impact at any time, all without interrupting her current attack. Next in Kamala Week, we learn no matter how tough the enemy is, Kamala's Assault Heroic has the unique property of being able to stop an enemy in its tracks and even send them flying. Kamala focuses all of her energy into her right hand, creating a massive palm able to shove even the most formidable of enemies with astounding force. We saw this in her trailer. Kamala's ultimate heroic, Embiggen, pushes her polymorphic ability to its limits by dramatically increasing her size and strength for a short duration. Kamala towers over the entire battlefield while Embiggen, gaining access to an all-new suite of attacks and abilities. So like other characters, this gives her a whole new moveset. That's really cool, in my opinion. I'm excited to do that kind of stuff, to grow 10 times my size or whatever. Also, not only is she highly resistant to damage while embiggened, all of her attacks also benefit from dramatically increased impact and damage, causing even the most sturdy of opponents to seem defenseless. Like some other characters, we don't get one of her heroics, so we don't know what her support heroic is. We'll just have to find out. Now we're learning about the clothes she's wearing and stuff. So she starts her journey in casual clothing, a look heavily inspired by the iconic front cover of the very first Miss Marvel comic. A satchel with scarf was added for some nice secondary movement when she's jumping around, which happens quite often. The design team also gave her lots of layers since she goes through a variety of environments. Here's a picture of the first Miss Marvel comic and what it looked like. The team took core inspiration from the iconic Miss Marvel costume from the comic, especially the Miss Marvel #2 cover. But since our Kamala has to stand side by side with the other Avengers, she gets some help from Tony Stark, who designs and makes her outfit. The materials are partly inspired by her cultural heritage and modern tactical materials and cut. The bracelet is the only element that is shared across all of Miss Marvel's outfits. It's a family heirloom that she got from her grandmother, and she uses it to keep her most precious possessions safe when on the job. When Kamala failed a rescue attempt in her standalone 2014 series, Miss Marvel, she picked herself up and tried again. After extra training and a new costume upgrade, she pulled off the rescue, going to become New Jersey's protector. One of her unlockable costumes, her classic costume, It's inspired by her iconic comic suit. So that's all we have for Kamala so far, but it's really exciting. I like how this game goes about having the person who's reassembling the team. She is who we're going to start off the game playing. We'll get Avengers as we go, but she'll be reassembling. I like how we have the reassembler being like as big of a Marvel fan as a lot of the people playing the game will be. Because that's something that really builds the experience, builds the bonds. At the beginning of her character trailer, we see an AIM thing. So AIM's tracking her. As she says in the trailer, and we kind of see in her own gameplay, AIM treats these Inhumans like they're monsters. And as she said, so they keep record of all of them. She's 16 in the game. She, in the comics, has an ability where she can transform and look like other people. So personally, that's one of my big hopes for the game, is that at least happens in a cutscene or something, because that'd be really cool. Also, it says she has a healing factor, so that's different from any other person in this game that we know so far. And that's cool. So that's just maybe a natural regeneration thing, as they might add it in a mechanic wise. It says in the character profile, one of her challenges is electricity and extreme physical transformation. So maybe that's just saying that we can't hold the embiggen for too long. But maybe there'll be a part in the game where it shows her weakness, electricity, and that's kind of exciting. Something else to note is that during A-Day and just in her regular outfit as a pin is integrated the Captain Marvel logo. So the game is definitely not afraid to be comic accurate and show that that's her favorite hero. And the Miss Marvel lightning bolt is from Carol Danvers' original days in the comics when she went by Miss Marvel. Even in one of their websites, they name dropped Captain Marvel and confirms that she is an Avenger in this game's universe, saying Kamala has been an Avengers fangirl since she was a child. Besides thinking they are just cool, she admires them, and especially Captain Marvel, because they represent the best humanity has to offer, and on a deeper level, they inspire her to become the best version of herself. Oh, that's really cool. Like, if I was an Avenger, like, that's what I would say. And it's cool how they acknowledge she's in the universe. Maybe she'll be an NPC. We saw that Iron Man is in space, and they tease going out of Earth in the game. So that's really exciting. If she's not an NPC at first, I'm pretty sure Captain Marvel could definitely be a free DLC character we could get. What do you think? Comment down below. Subscribe if you want more content like this. We'll be going over characters like Iron Man next. So be sure to keep a lookout for that. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. See ya!